As I walked down the dark, deserted street, my heart was pounding in my chest. It was nearly midnight, and the only source of light was the full moon, casting eerie shadows across the abandoned buildings. My mind was filled with the stories I had heard about this town. Rumors of a vampire lurking in the shadows, preying on innocent victims. I never believed in such tales, but tonight, I was about to experience the horror firsthand. I quickened my pace, wanting to get home before something terrible happened. But then, I heard a faint whisper behind me. I turned around, but there was no one there. I dismissed it as my imagination playing tricks on me and continued walking, but the whispers grew louder and closer. Suddenly, a hand grabbed my shoulder from behind, and I let out a blood-curdling scream. Before I could comprehend what was happening, I felt a sharp pain on my neck, and everything went dark. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in an unfamiliar room, chained to a wall. My surroundings were dark, and the air was thick with the smell of blood. I looked around and saw him, the vampire, standing in front of me with a wicked smile on his face. He told me his name was Dimitri and that he had been watching me for a long time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He said he was going to make me his eternal companion, and that's when I realized the stories were true. Days turned into weeks, and I was trapped in that dark room with no hope of escape. Dimitri would bring me fresh victims to feed on, and with each passing day, I could feel myself becoming more like him. My mind was consumed with bloodlust, and I no longer feared him, but I craved his company. But then, one night, I heard a familiar voice outside my window. It was my best friend, who had never given up on finding me. With his help, I was able to break free from my chains and escape. As I ran, I could feel my fangs receding and my thirst for blood disappearing. I was human again. The experience left me scarred for life, but I was grateful to be alive. I learned never to dismiss tales of horror, for you never know what lurks in the shadows. And to this day, I still shudder at the thought of that fateful night when I encountered the vampire.